What is up, guys? We are back with the final round coverage of the 2019 Four States Open. My name is Gabriel Dow, and I'm here with Bobby Cox.
What's up, everyone?
This course is the third course out of 3 rounds, 3 different courses. This is really the separator here. This is McClelland Park in Joplin, Missouri. This lots of par 4s and lots of distance required. So this course will separate the big boys from the little boys, that's for sure. We've got the same card as last round. Isaac Heinen leading the pack. He is 20 under par after the second round. Andrew Presnell falling back. He is at 19. And then we've got Chris Eads, who is sitting at 16 under par, and Alan Wagner sitting at 15. So hole 1, this is a par 4. 588 feet, starting off with a big boy hole. You have the OB that lines along the left side. I believe it is the cables there, so you do want to stay inbounds of that. You're really just trying to throw a distance or fairway driver straight and try and hit this gap here where these trees are. And then from here you have a maybe a flex forehand or a hyzer over the road. So we'll see what these guys do.
Yeah, this course doesn't have a whole lot of OB, just plenty of natural OB, a lot of trees, super long course, and yeah, you're just gonna have to play some clean, solid golf.
Yep.
Good luck, guys. Teeing off, lead card.
Good old Eric Rainey.
With the score 95.
Getting pumped to watch this lead card. We got Isaac.
Really been putting super well all tournament.
Yeah. He has been killing it.
Yeah, haven't missed many inside circle putts, so
no.
That's the reason he's up top. Looks like a little bit of a headwind, maybe a little bit of a right to or left to right as well. If you can just get past like that first wall of trees, your upshot becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, and that's a great shot from Isaac. He might have just a dead straight shot to the pin.
Here we got Andrew with his ESP Force. He's got so much power behind himself.
Just rips it out there, and that looks too
low.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
And that's still not going to be a bad spot. He should be able to get up and down from there. Might be a tricky line, though.
Here we got Chris Eads.
This hole's playing pretty nicely for a lefty. Kind of takes that OB out of play completely. And yeah, he's just playing the safe route.
Super safe.
And he's going to have a tough line to the basket, actually, from where he's at. He might be able to take that hyzer over the road, being a lefty, so we'll see.
We got Alan Wagner.
A.K.A. Chris Clemens'
God,
twin brother.
No, it's so similar.
That one scoots up there. He got past those that bunch of trees there, and he might be in a similar spot as Isaac.
It needs to flip a ton.
And it does not, and he is going to have a long circle 2 putt for his birdie. Here's Andrew's lie. Not the best here.
No.
See if he can get up and down.
Yeah, with those hills over there by the basket, it's really hard to get that high control with those low-hanging branches as well.
Yeah, plus the OB behind, because you really don't want to get it too high.
Yeah.
Or else you'll just soar right past it.
Nice shot there from Alan.
Yeah, great second shot from Alan. Looks like he's got a little drop-in birdie.
This is one of the better looks you'll have on this hole.
Yeah.
Kind of let that go early, but luckily it's a super straight disc and didn't really
flipped over nicely.
Yeah.
It's Andrew's third. He'll be tapping in for par. Really nice run from Chris.
I hope these players put on plenty of bug spray before this round.
Yeah. Isaac was a little bit shorter than I had thought. This is a little bit of a tester.
Wow,
First
that
hole,
hit
yeah.
like one chain.
Hey, a made putt is a made putt.
That's a fact.
So he'll have that confidence going into the next one. Now with the CTP birdie, he is moving to 16 under par, tied with Chris. And those two guys just tapping out for par. And we are moving on to hole 2. This hole is a par 3. It's 337 feet. For a righty, it's kind of a flex forehand through this left side gap because you do have some overhanging branches right off the tee on that left side. So if you are playing that forehand flex, you kind of want to just get out right and then have something stable enough that gets back right on the finish. So I think most of these guys are going to be taking the straight gap since these are backhand lovers.
Right. Yeah, this hole actually like really confused me at first because I couldn't find like a really clear line to take. I guess the middle gap is the clearest, but I mean even like the forehand hyzer route or the flex shot on the left side, yeah, that branch definitely comes into play.
Yeah, well, with the way those trees down at the bottom by the creek are aligned, it kind of just skinnies up that gap, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Oh no.
Alan finds that tree. He's going to have a long putt for his too. Andrew, who is really nice at these shots.
Like going to annex.
Super accurate. And that one just got away from him a little bit, but slides up there through the bush, and he'll have a pretty long uphill putt.
Yeah, the good thing is most of these drives coming in a little bit short. It's going to be a very tackable putt with that hillside behind it.
Yeah, you're not too worried about going long there. Chris was actually well short here. Giving it a little bit of a bid.
I get down a little bit farther than he wants.
That should be fine though. I'll have a tap in par from there. Here's Isaac. Just laying up. He's got 2 strokes on the lead. No worries there.
Oh man.
Andrew just a little bit high there.
Yeah, Andrew's not a person you want right on your heels trying
No.
to chase down a first
Yeah,
place finish.
especially with how he's been playing.
Yeah. Really like all year too.
I mean, for the past 2 years, he's
Yeah.
just been making a statement, really. But Chris taps in the par. This is Isaac for his par.
It's kind of cool having this round have tee time starts opposed to shotgun starts, so we can kind of develop a gallery throughout this round.
Right.
I always like when that happens.
Isaac saves the par there. And this is Andrew, I believe, for a par.
Yeah.
And he will stay at 19 under. Alan will do the same. Bunch of pars on that hole from our lead card. Really surprising because it's definitely one of the more birdieable holes.
Just gotta hit
on
that
this
gap,
course.
really.
Yeah. Hole 3, this is a par 4. It carries downhill and then back uphill through this fairway. You really just want to try and get up, depending on what kind of second shot you want to have. You either want to be on the left side of this hill or the right side to leave yourself with either a forehand hyzer or a backhand hyzer. But yeah, just trying to bite off some distance here on the first shot and then hopefully have a look at the basket.
Yeah, and the farther you go, really the better visibility you have towards the basket. Cause
Yeah.
there's a lot of sneaky trees up there that you can't really see if you're down by that old basket. But if you get past that, you have a lot better view.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they put that pink like tape or whatever it is around the tree, so you can really tell where the basket's at.
That was nice, especially with the elevation on this course.
And that
this
basket might get in the way of that shot right there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Put it like right behind it.
Yeah, this course is a drastic difference in regards to the amount of elevation change it has compared to the last two courses. I mean, it's really night and day.
Yeah, and just like the distance in general. I know the first course has some long holes, but this one's just kind of like spread out throughout the whole course. You know, you'll get a little taste of some distance pretty much every other hole.
Yeah, it's so demanding.
It kind of reminds me of Jonesboro in Arkansas.
Yeah, it does actually.
Chris putting a nice hyzer out there. He's going to be on that right side.
Nice look from there.
Here's what I was talking about. I guess it's probably not that much in the way, but good
Allen
shot there.
skips up there. He's going to be about circle's edge.
Yeah, really being within 50 on your up shots, you're pretty happy.
Yeah. And Chris is going to be right there next to Allen.
Yeah, Isaac kind of forced to throw to the dead straight shot and leaves it quite a bit short, about 60, 70.
Andrew Presnell with the best look of the bunch. Skipping up there and even gets the counter roll back on that second skip, and he is right there next to the pin.
Yeah, he took advantage of that massive drive he had.
Isaac trying to get it in there. He's actually got a long comebacker to save his par.
Yeah, about 20 feet. Here we got Allen for birdie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dead center chains. Slow it back.
Really nice birdie from Allen, and here is Chris from similar distance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chris likes that overstable putter, just kind of swinging in there at the end. Beautiful putt.
Yeah. He will stay tied with Allen.
Chris is a very like cool, calm, and collected type of player. Doesn't really have a whole lot of emotion, either good or bad.
Yeah. I mean, really, that's this whole card, honestly.
Yeah.
They're all seem very focused players. Isaac with a really nice comebacker, and here's Andrew's birdie.
Sir.
Oh yeah, moving himself to 20 under par and putting himself one stroke back the lead. Going into hole 4, this is a par 3. It's 264 feet. As you can see, it is very, very wooded off the tee. You really just want to hit this right gap here with maybe a mid-range, a fairway, or even a putter. Just something that'll kind of flip up and hope that you hit this gap on the right side. And then from there, I mean, if you can get it past that gap, you're going to have a slide up to the basket.
Exactly.
At least circle's edge. So that is the play here.
Yeah, don't ask me how to play this hole because my first 2 throws on it kicked straight right.
Yeah.
I picked up and walked away. And that's the right idea. I mean, he had a good angle on it. Just found the middle of that tree.
Yeah.
We got Andrew with the zone. Or drone, sorry.
Drone.
And he finds a tree as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these holes are like super open. You can just air it out, and some of them are just like this, where it's incredibly tight, very full of trees, and that's what happens.
Well, we do not have a drive inside the circle yet.
No. And I'm not surprised either. Oh,
That's
there we
another-
go.
oh, this is
there we
looking
go.
money.
We had to have one in there.
Yeah. I mean, lead card, 260-foot hole. Got to.
Right. Chris hitting the tree, but he got the forward progress, and he's going to be over there on the left side in the bushes. Might be a difficult putt.
Very difficult putt, actually.
Yeah. Hopefully there's no thorns over there, which I'm sure there are.
Allen going for the forehand roller.
I actually really like that play.
Yeah. I mean, he gets up there. Still going to have a long putt, though, for his par save. And that spot's really where kind of that forehand flex putter shot comes in handy.
Yep.
To have in your arsenal. Let's see if he can save this par. Come on. Just a little bit right, a little bit too low.
Yeah, and
but
Chris is
good
basically
line.
doing the splits over here.
He gets up there, he'll be tapping in for a 4. It's crazy how you can go from taking a 3 on a 615-foot hole to taking a 4 on a 260-foot,
know.
4-foot hole.
I
mean,
know.
that just shows the teeth of the woods, and really the beauty of disc golf.
I love it. And I hate it.
Right. Andy tapping in for par. Got 1 birdie, 1 par, and 2 bogeys. So we are moving on to hole 5. This is a par 4, 542 feet. As you can see, very wooded, just like the last hole. You ideally want to hit one of these gaps here, either the left or the right. As long as you are out in the open off of your first shot, you will have a look for the basket. But the real challenge is just getting out of these woods.
Yeah, I think most people are going for that gap on the right. If you have a forehand, that's probably preferred since the basket is just so far on the right side. But yeah, you can hit your gap perfectly fine and still smack a tree. So
Yeah, I mean, on this left side, the gap really is more clear. So we might see some of these guys go for that left gap just because they have the distance to push that hill and get up there for a birdie. Oh, and that was looking really good from Isaac.
yeah, you got to keep it low.
Yep.
And that's another reason why I like the forehand, because if you keep it low, you can also get that massive skip, which can get you out of the woods. And
Yeah,
took a
they're-
really nice turnover shot. That's as good as a turnover shot's going to get on this one.
Yeah.
Here we got Allen. Oh no.
That one looks 2 turned over, but still kicks out into the middle of the fairway. He'll be able to pitch out to the open from there and hopefully take a 4. This is the ideal lefty line.
Oh
and
no, that was such a good line too.
yeah, just needed to throw a little bit harder, and he's going to be in a difficult spot.
Yeah, so Allen's not even trying to go to the basket. He's just trying
No.
to get out to where you're at.
Yeah, there's no way to get to the basket from where
No.
he was at. I mean, unless you were a master at throwing uphill rollers in
It's
somewhat thick grass,
yeah.
you've got to be able to throw like 600 feet to get a roller all the way up there from there.
Man, and Isaac's still having difficulties getting out of here. Is he going for a flex shot, or is he going? Okay, I know if he's going roller.
Little flex. Gets
Really
up
nice
there.
shot, actually.
Yeah, and he's going to have a really long look for his par save, but
And this is the preferred play if you're on that tree line, getting up that hill. Didn't quite get the right finish that he wanted, but
yeah, that's going to be a difficult putt. See if Andrew can get up and down. He's got the best look of the bunch.
fighting through some branches. Oh my gosh.
And parks the hole.
And that is the beauty of getting out of the woods off that drive.
Yeah, and he's got a drop-in birdie. Here he is. Allen's third shot.
Yeah, well
Putting it
done.
right there. Hope he's saving the par.
Yeah,
And this is Chris. I believe I misspoke earlier. This is for his birdie from distance. I'm not sure if he was trying to lay that one up or.
Yeah, it's probably
it's
just laying
a
that up, honestly.
Yeah.
What are the odds of making that?
Now I'm tapping for par. Isaac will do the same. And you kind of notice with our two leaders, Andrew and Isaac, they're both of the players that probably take the most time on their putts.
I would actually,
mean-
yeah, that's a fact.
Because you know, Isaac kind of has a similar
He
practice
does.
stroke. He kind of does it around 2 to 4 times, depending on what the distance is, and
Yeah,
make sure he's got that right release.
it's
So
important.
yeah. Hole 6, this is a par 3, 349 feet, very downhill, so play shorter than that. These guys are really just going to be throwing either a mid-range or fairway dead straight. You just really want it to carry as straight as possible into this landing zone. As you can see, there is a hill, so you can kind of play that hill behind the basket.
Yeah, this is one of the easiest holes out here, I would say. Mostly just because you have a full-blown backstop. I mean, you can really just jam it into those trees and you'll still have a look. So
Yeah, and that's exactly what Andrew did there.
There
Kind of
is-
hit a little bit earlier of a tree than you want, but he'll have a maybe just outside the circle putt.
well, I was gonna say there is a risk of hitting the power line, but Alan just did it for me.
Yeah, he is going to be in that rough on the right side there. That's going to be tough.
There's definitely a slight advantage being a lefty here. A little bit more room for the hyzer.
Yeah, and he puts it right there. Best look so far.
Here we got Isaac. It needs to go straight.
Needs to flip up just a little bit more.
Nice.
Gets a good stop there in the mulch.
Yeah, just outside circle, I believe.
Yeah. This does not look fun where Alan's at.
It's a pretty good job, though.
Yeah. It's a makeable putt. Just barely left side from Andrew. He's been making those this tournament.
Here's Isaac to get a stroke on Andrew. Oh, yeah.
Moving back up to 22 under par.
Here's Alan cleaning up the par.
Good save there.
Yeah, I was super impressed with this course, honestly. First time seeing it.
Yeah, it's a championship layout for sure.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting to see a bunch of the big boy throwers on tour attack this course.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, like the Eagles and the Simons. Hole 7, this is a par 3, 225 feet. This hole kind of carries a little bit right. I think most of these guys are either going to be throwing a slight, super soft turnover with a mid-range or a putter, or you can go with a flip-up forehand as well. So very wooded. You really just want to stay in this middle lane here and try and stay in the fairway.
Yeah, there is that forehand gap. I think I would recommend the turnover just so you can kind of pump the brakes towards the end opposed to getting a skip
Mm-hmm.
or even a possible rollaway. So
Yeah,
whatever can land gently is probably the way to go.
yeah.
Isaac's throwing a putter. Ooh, good little ground action there.
Yeah, a little counter skip off that hill and puts himself right there about 25, 30 feet.
We got Andrew with the Luna. That looks two turned. Yeah. He's still got far enough to where I think his upshot's going to be pretty easy.
Yeah. Here's Allen.
Oh, that
Oh.
looks so laced.
Yeah, it was looking really good. Just a tiny bit too much turnover. This is Andrew with a rare forehand.
Yeah, and
Really
Alan,
nice upshot.
Alan was trying to figure out this stance for quite a while. As you can see, he's just kept on sliding down with those rocks.
Yeah, he's on a mudslide.
Really well done.
Here's Chris for the lone birdie on the card. Or actually, I guess Isaac's a lot closer.
Yeah. See, and this is why I love wooded courses, though, is because you gotta you gotta get pretty creative on like certain putts. Like he was
Mhm.
putting through like 3 trees right there, and sometimes you gotta put a little ante on it. On like open courses, you don't have to do that at all. It's just your regular standard putt. But on wooded courses, you can get really creative, and
Yeah.
it makes it kind of fun. I don't know.
Yeah, you've got to be able to putt all kinds of ways. This is Alan's par save.
Oh yeah.
He'll be staying at 16 under par. Still one back of Chris. If Chris can make this putt, and I definitely think he can.
Yeah, this is what he's been doing all tournament. He's for sure, well, what should be for sure makes, but usually aren't for most people. He's actually been hitting them all. So
Yeah. Andrew? No practice strokes on that one.
you know, he was
Very
feeling the
surprising.
confidence there.
Yeah. Hole 8, this is a par 4. It is 627 feet. It carries left, downhill, and then back uphill to the basket. So you're really just trying to throw a hyzer off the tee here. And you don't want to get it too far left because you can hyzer out with it being downhill into those bushes on the left. So you want to make sure to get the right height on this and just get it out there, get it on the hyzer line, and give yourself a good look for your second shot. Because this second shot is not easy.
Yeah, there's really no like great place to land. Like all these trees are pretty spread out in the middle of the fairway, so we might be seeing a decent amount of rollers on our upshots,
Yeah.
which can be difficult because it's also like all the way on a slope,
Yeah,
head towards
exactly.
the woods. So
Got that right to left hill.
yeah, very very difficult hole. Isaac putting a good move on this. Just gets it out there in the middle of the fairway. And a really difficult tee shot for a lefty like Chris here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's going to turn over the whole way.
Looks like he's doing just that. This is looking pretty nice. Gets out there.
Yeah, lost a lot of distance because of that stall out, but I mean, it's hard not to do that on this kind of shot.
About as good as he can do.
Yeah. There's Andrew pressing up against the lane as close as possible.
Getting it way up there.
Yeah, I think he's trying to go around that big tree.
Yeah. Looked like it, but he just found a branch at the top there and crashes down right next to that tree. That's actually going to be pretty short of the basket, so the birdie is going to be a really difficult feat there. And Alan getting his left enough there, and he's going to have a pretty good look at the basket. Looks like we got Andrew lining up that roller.
Yeah, I mean, being 2 strokes back, final round, why not? Get aggressive here.
I mean, that's really the ideal play from where he was at, though. Just the way the trees were on that hill, it's just so hard to throw it hard enough and on the right line underneath that low ceiling to get all the way up to the basket. So looks like he's opting for the turnover here, and this looks like it hit that tree before it flexed out to get to the basket, but that's still a good shot from where he was at.
It looks like Isaac has a pretty clear hyzer route here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, noted. That's the place to land. He's going to come up a little bit short still. But
Yeah, that's such a long toss from where
Yeah.
he was at. This is Alan's second.
I don't know how he's going to get all the way up there.
Looks like he's got a hyzer route as well. Or no.
Oh, that needs to kick
That-
out. Kick out.
Doesn't, and he is going to be in jail down there. Here's Andrew.
He still didn't get out of there.
Yeah, he was deep in there. That roller somehow just magically squeaked through all those little branches. Throws out here, and that's a good out from him there. Unfortunately, he'll be putting for a par.
I believe Chris will be tapping in for the par as well. Allen was about pin high.
Yeah, he actually, it looks like he has a little bit of an opening here. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Even scares a little bit.
Yeah.
This is going to be Andrew for his bogey after scrambling out of the woods. And he converts there. He is moving himself down to 20 under par. Versus Isaac to stay at 23 under and for a 3-stroke lead going into the last hole on this front nine. He makes the par there.
Yeah, really just going under par on this course, at least for me, is like, I'm pretty happy with that.
Oh, you're ecstatic.
I'm sure these guys are trying to get like 10 down or something crazy, but.
All right, hole 9. This is a par 4, 663 feet, very open hole. You really just want to get past these initial trees right here, and then from there you have a really open upshot for your second shot. This hole does carry very uphill for probably the first 380 to 420 feet of the hole, and then the rest of the way carries back downhill. And like I said, it's very open, so as long as you can get up near the crest of the hill, you're going to have a pretty clean look to the basket.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty easy to go long on your upshot, so you got to be a little bit careful there.
Yeah. Isaac's trying to flip one out there and gets around, and that's looking pretty nice.
Yeah, it's right there in the middle. God, it was such a beautiful day this day, too.
Yeah, that's perfect. And Chris, it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He goes on that left side, getting it up there.
Yeah, not quite the distance he wanted, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot longer of an upshot than he wanted for sure. Allen got a nice amount of flip up on that disc, and he gets up there as well. Just a little bit shorter than Isaac.
Is he going for it?
There is no going for this one.
No.
You got to be throwing 800 feet.
If it wasn't uphill, then yeah.
Yeah. But that's a really nice shot from Andrew, and he's got the furthest drive of the bunch and the easiest upshot.
Chris swinging this way wide.
Skips down there. He'll be about circle's edge.
Yeah, it seemed like part of this course was like really skippy, and other parts just grabbed like Velcro.
Right.
So you gotta kind of like know the course and know the spots and know when to attack with the skip shot.
Yeah. Chris is leaving himself 25 feet. Here's Isaac. That needs to sit down. Gets a little skip there, but he'll be about circle's edge there.
We got Andrew probably just going putter here.
Keeping it nice and wide. Really overstable. And he gets down there. He'll have a little uphill putt, about 20 feet.
Chris for birdie. Trying to put his name in the mix.
Just a little bit too low. It's a common mistake with that downhill putt. You want to get
Yeah.
it high, but not too high, because then you're soaring
Yeah, oh yeah.
way down there.
And what a putt from Isaac, knowing that Andrew's right there,
Dead center.
keeping pace.
Absolutely perfect putt, moving himself to 24 under par. And this is going to be Allen for his birdie. Oh, yeah. Getting a stroke on Chris. They're both now tied at 17. So Andrew to keep pace
And yeah, he
with
really
Isaac.
needs this putt here. Oh.
Oh, no.
And he did go a little bit high there, but that thing bounced
still.
back real hard, yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of give himself a moment to breathe, and definitely no practice strokes there.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
too frustrated for that.
Exactly. Looks like we're going to have Chris and Andrew taking the pars on that hole, and then Isaac and Allen taking birdies. And with that, that is going to conclude the front nine of the final round of the 2019 Four States Open. Going into this back nine, Isaac really has a nice cushion going in here. He's got 4 strokes on Andrew, who is in second place. And then we've got Chris, who is sitting at 17 under par. And then Allen is sitting at 17 as well. So tight race for third place as well going into this back nine.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys for the final 9.